Welcome back to the channel as we are going to be doing another Montreal Canadiens video as I'm trying to do a lot more teams. Just I'm familiar with Montreal and Edmonton right now, but I'll get into other teams. So if you're interested in that, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. As today we got kind of a two-topic video of the Montreal Canadiens will actually could and will have 620 plus goal scorers this season. That'd be huge for the Canadiens. And also, Kaden Guhle will make the roster. I believe so. So let's start with Kaden Guhle here. Quick little talk about him. As this kid is an unbelievable defenseman. He's a defensive defenseman that I've been following him since about 2018, 2019 when he joined the Prince Albert Raiders. He played 65 games for them, had 17 points, 40 penalty minutes, was a plus 17 then. And this kid defensively, he has good offensive instincts, don't get me wrong, but his defensive game, his hardcore defensive game is top notch, and I'm excited to see this kid wearing a Montreal Canadiens uniform and playing for the Montreal Canadiens. He is one of those defensive defensemen that knows positioning, can play the position well, and I believe looking at the Montreal Canadiens defensive core here, he will be on the Montreal roster. You look at the defensive core right now. Michael Matheson, Joel Emerson, David Savard. Then you got Justin Barron, who is a good 20-year-old prospect. You got Jordan Harris, who is a 22-year-old prospect. Then you got Chris Weidman, who's 32 and is a solid veteran defenseman to teach these young guys, as you see Connor McDavid scores on your screen. The thing is, I think Guhle is better than Barron, better than Harris, and of course better than Chris Weidman. This is why I think that Kaden Guhle will get a roster spot. He can come in and prove that he is one of these top-notch defensive defensemen, and he will earn a spot under Martin St. Louis and the Montreal Canadiens. Like I say, he's not offensively, but his defensive presence is good. You look at 18-19 plus 17, 19-20 plus 23, 21 or 2020-2021 plus 2. He only played 2 games with the Raiders in that season. And then 2021-2022, 17 games, he was a plus 0, had 15 points, pretty good defensive numbers as well. And then he got traded to the Edmonton Oil Kings, of course, went to the Memorial Cup. He put up plus 22 with Edmonton, 25 points. In the playoffs, he had 16 points in 19 games. So his offensive numbers are coming around for Kaden Guhle, but his defensive game is still there, which is huge for a team like Montreal, who this kid, a lot of people say is overrated, but he's not. You look at the small aspects of his game, the in-depth numbers, this kid is a gem. The Montreal Canadiens got a steal of a deal when they drafted him. And I know I'm going to get a lot of keyboard warriors here saying, oh, he's not good, Weidman's better, or so-and-so is better. Look at his game tape. There was a reason why the Edmonton Oil Kings gave up so much for this kid, because they knew what Kaden Guhle was able to do, and he proved it for this Edmonton Oil Kings club. Montreal should be happy about that. Now let's get to the other side of things here, as a lot of you guys probably don't want to hear more about Kaden Guhle. As I said, 620 plus goal scorers. Some of these names you might scratch your head and be like, no, there's no way. Well, let's start with the newest the newest acquisition in Sean Monahan. If Sean Monahan is healthy, playing on this Montreal Canadien team, he will score 20 goals. He's not shy of scoring 20 goals. His first season, 22. Second, 31, 27, 27, 31, 34, 22. Then, of course, the 2020-2021 season, he had 10, but that was a shortened season. And 2021-2022, he had 8, but he was injured, his hips, all that was on the down low. If Sean Monahan is healthy, expect him to get back up to that 27 goal range. For sure 20 plus. He's been a 3-time 30 plus goal scorer. If he can do that for the Montreal Canadiens, watch out other teams in the East. He'll be up there. Now let's go with the second newest acquisition for the Montreal Canadiens. Kirby Dach. This kid, Fort Saskatchewan native, same as me. We're actually a few years apart there. I watched this kid when he was with Saskatoon and in Chicago, hometown. Got to watch those kids, right? You know, he is NHL. He's only averaged 8 or 9 goals a year, but that was playing on a depleted Chicago team who wasn't the Chicago team of 2013, early 2010s. This was a Chicago team on the downhill ultimately, and Kirby Dach was just kind of placed in there and said, hey, play for us, and not really. He's even admitted he's coming to Montreal better than he was in Chicago, and he loves it in Montreal already without even playing a game. I believe he could be a 20-goal scorer for this Montreal Canadiens team. Next one, no-brainer. Oh, I kind of closed it here. Next one, no-brainer, Cole Caufield. What is there not to say about this kid? Comes into the bubble, plays a few games, goes to the Stanley Cup final, or goes almost all the way with Montreal. Put up 23 goals last season. There's no doubt in my mind under Martin St. Louis that this kid will score 20 plus goals here in the upcoming season, as he's a scorer. His shooting percentage says so. He is a scorer. He creates plays. There is no doubt in my mind he has 20 plus goals. Even by the trade deadline, this kid might have 20 plus goals. Next one here, of course, acquired a few seasons ago, Josh Anderson. 19 goals last season. He has scored 27 once. He's been in that 17-19 goal area for his career. Watch out, as he could be another guy that will get 20 plus goals, and I believe he can. He has the shot mentality to shoot 24/7, and he can create those plays with the guys on his line, and give him a little bit more power play time. I'm pretty sure he'll be rewarded a lot more on there. Next, but not least, this is number 5, Brendan Gallagher. This guy is the heart and soul of the Montreal Canadiens. He's physical. He does everything. He was a 5th round draft pick, I believe I said in another video. Yeah, 5th round draft pick. He scored 15, 19, 24, 19, 10, 31, 33, 22, 14 in his 35 games, and 7 in 56 last year. This guy knows how to put the puck in the net from the dirty areas right in front of the goalie. Expect him to have 20 goals. His shot percentage was down to 4.9 last season. He was, I guess, in one of those funks that it just doesn't go your way for a season. Watch out for a bounce back season to score 20 plus goals again. Now, lastly, but surely, Nick Suzuki. Now, you guys might be going, well, Dandenov, Hoffman, those guys could, but I'm saying these guys are more likely the top 6 now. They're going to have more ice time than those other two, as Nick Suzuki scored 21 goals last season, 15 the year before, 13 the year before that. This kid can put the puck in the net, no doubt about that, as he has a 11.3 shooting percentage, and when he shoots more than 130 or 140 more shots, he scores more than 15 goals. That's what they need from Nick Suzuki, and the Montreal Canadiens offense is stellar. Like I said in the ranking video, is these guys will have 20 plus goals here, and they will be a playoff team if they have huge seasons by these guys. But that's it for me. Quick little Montreal Canadian video. I'll get on some other teams here shortly. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll catch you on the next one.